The SD Consultant's Technical Bible, Mastering RICEF and ABAP Collaboration. Introduction, the Techno-Functional Gap. The difference between a good SD consultant and an indispensable expert often lies in their ability to speak ABAP. You don't need to write code, but you must understand how SAP thinks. When you hand a functional specification, FS, to a developer, it should not be a wish list, it should be a blueprint. This guide covers the database architecture, logic structures, and specific technical nuances of SAP SDRICEF objects. Part 1. The Foundation, the Data Model. Before writing a single spec for a report or form, you must memorize the data model. Developers think in tables and keys. If you tell a developer get the material group, they will ask from which table, MARA or VBAP. You must know the difference. 1. The golden triangle of SD tables. Every RICEF object usually begins with these three document categories. A. Sales order tables, the V tables. VBAK. Sales document, header data. Key field, VBELN. Sales doc. Crucial fields, AUART, order type. VKORG, sales org. VTWEG, dist. Channel, KUNNR, sold to party. AUDAT, doc date. VBAP, sales document, item data. Key fields, VBELN, POSNR, item. Crucial fields, MATNR, material. MATKL, mat. Group, works, plant. LGORT, Saint Lock. ABGRU, rejection reason. VBEP, sales document, schedule line data. Key fields, VBELN, POSNR, ETENR, schedule line. Use case, critical for availability check, ATP, reports. Contains confirmed quantities, BMENG, and dates, EDATU. VBKD, sales document, business data. Use case, contains Incoterms, INCO1, INCO2, payment terms, ZTERM, and customer PO number, BSTKD. Note: sometimes header data is stored in item 000000. B. Delivery tables, the L tables, LIKP, delivery header. Key field, VBELN, delivery doc. Crucial fields, LFART, delivery type. KUNNR, ship to. WADATIST, actual goods issue date. LIPS, delivery item. Key fields, VBELN, POSNR. Crucial fields, VGBEL, reference doc. Usually the sales order. VGPOS, ref item. Logic note: to link delivery to order, join LIPS VGBEL equals VBAK, VBELNC, billing tables, the VBR tables. VBRK, billing header. Key field, VBELN billing doc. Crucial fields, FKART, billing type. KUNRG, payer. NETWR, net value. VBRP, billing item. Key fields, VBELN, POSNR. Crucial fields, ABAP, sales order. AUPOS, order item. VGBEL, delivery, if delivery-related billing. 1. 2. The master data tables. KNA1, customer general. Name, address, city. KNB1, customer company code. Recon account, AKONT. KNVV, customer sales area. The specific settings for a customer in a specific sales org. Crucial for pricing procedure assignment. MRA, material general. Base unit of measure, weight. Mark, material plant. Loading group, Transport Group. MVKE, Material Sales. Sales Text, Tax Classification. 1. 3. The Holy Grail Table, VBFA, Document Flow. If you need to build a report showing the status of a life cycle, order, delivery, invoice, never try to join VBAK, LIKP, VBRK directly. It is inefficient and prone to errors. Use table VBFA, VBELV equals preceding doc. Example. Sales order. VBELN equals subsequent doc. Example. Delivery. VBTYPN equals document category. Example. M for invoice. Part 2. R. Reports. When requesting a report, you are asking for data extraction and presentation. The modern standard is ALV, ABAP List Viewer, Grid, which allows sorting and filtering. 2. 1 Anatomy of a report spec. A developer cannot guess your logic. Your FS must contain 1. Selection screen. What filters does the user see? Standard. Sales org. VBAK VKORG. Date range. VBAK AUDAT. Sold to. VBAK KUNNR. Tip. Always ask for select options, ranges, unless it's a mandatory single parameter. 2. Output list. Exact list of columns. 3. Data retrieval logic, the pseudocode. Bad spec. Show me the delivery date. Expert spec. Fetch lips VGBEL, where lips VGBEL equals VBAK VBELN. Then read LIKP WADATIST. 2. Handling complex logic and reports. Scenario. You need a report of open sales orders. The trap. Just looking at VBAK. The solution. You must check the status. Use table VBUK, header status, and VBUP, item status. Note. In S or 4, HANA, these are moved to VBAK or VBAP extensions, but the logic remains. Field GBSTK, overall status. A equals not processed, B equals partially processed, C equals completely processed. Logic, select orders, where VBUK GBSTK is not C. 2. 3 Performance considerations. When talking to ABA PERS, mention inner joins versus for all entries. If you are selecting data from header and item tables, VBAK and VBAP, tell them join VBAK and VBAP on VBELN. If you are selecting text names, KNA1, for a list of orders, tell them select order IDs, then use for all entries to get customer names from KNA1. This prevents the system from reading the whole customer database. Part 3. Interfaces. Interfaces are where SD connects to the outside world, 3 petaliters, e-commerce, EDI. This is usually the most technically demanding area for a functional consultant. 3. 1 iDocs, intermediate documents. You must master the iDoc landscape. WE02 or WE05, iDoc list, monitoring. WE20, partner profiles, who are we sending to? WE21, ports, how are we sending? File. XML, RFC, key SD iDoc types, message types. 1. Orders, inbound. Customer sends a PO, SAP creates a sales order. Mapping. Customer XML PO, number greater than maps, to E1 EDK02. BELNR, qualifier 001. Process code, ORD. 2. ORDRSP, outbound. Order confirmation sent back to customer. 3. DESADV, outbound. Advanced shipping notice, ASN. Sent when PGI is done. Trigger, output determination on delivery, likely Lava output type. 4. INVOIC, outbound. Electronic invoice. 3. 2. The segment conversation. When an iDoc fails, you sit with the ABA per. Scenario. The order failed because the ship to is missing. Debug, Look at segment E1, EDKA1. Qualifiers: AG equals sold to, we equals shipped to. Expert move: if the customer sends a raw text address but no SAP customer number, you need a conversion rule in the interface to look up the SAP customer number, KNA1, based on the name or address provided, or a cross-reference table, EDSDC. 3. Three APIs: SOAP, or REST, or OData. In modern S or 4HANA projects, IDOCs are often replaced by APIs. OData services, lightweight web-based protocols. Transaction, or IWFND, or MAINT, SERVICE, where you register OData services. Payload, the JSON or XML body, sent to the API. You need to be able to read a JSON file and map it to SAP fields. Part 4. C. Conversions. Data migration, cutover. Moving legacy data into SAP. 4. 1. The tools. 1. LSMW, Legacy System Migration Workbench. Old school, but still used. You record a transaction, example, VA01, and map a flat file to it. 2. LTMC, Legacy Transfer Migration Cockpit. The S or 4HANA standard. Uses pre-built templates. 3. BDC, Batch Data Communication. Custom ABAP programs that mimic a user typing data. 4. Two key SD conversion objects. 1. Customer master, complexity, high. Partner functions, multiple sales areas. Tax data. Tip: ensure the account group numbering ranges, internal versus external, are set correctly before loading. 2. Pricing conditions, VK11. Volume, can be millions of records. Performance, LSMW is often too slow. Ask ABAP for a direct update program or use standard IDOC Conda. 3. Open sales orders, strategy. You generally do not migrate closed orders, history. You migrate only open line items. Dummy material. Sometimes legacy history is loaded as a service item just for billing history. Block. Load orders with a delivery block so they don't accidentally ship immediately. Part 5. E. Enhancements. This is where you change standard SAP behavior. This is the most dangerous and powerful part of SD. You must know where to insert code. 5. One user exits, the MV45 series. SAP provides specific include programs where you can add code. MV45 AFCZ, the most famous SD include USEREXITSAVEDOCUMENT. Final checks before saving an order. Example: if margin 10%, block order. USEREXITMOVEFIELDTOVBAP. Auto-populate item data. Example: copy a value from header to item. USEREXITFIELDMODIFICATION. Gray out fields, or make them mandatory based on logic. Example: if order type equals ZRET, make reason code mandatory. 5. Two enhancement spots and BADIs, business add-ins. Newer than user exits. Object-oriented. Body SDCOND, SAVEA, for pricing logic. Body LESHPDELIVERYPROC, for delivery processing logic. 5. 3 VOFM requirements and formulas. These are small snippets of ABAP code used in configuration. Spore O. Transaction, VOFM. Copy controls, data transfer routines. Example: how data flows from quote to order. Pricing requirements. Example: only activate this discount condition type if the customer is in region 10. Output control. Only print the order confirmation if the credit check passed. Expert tip: if a pricing condition isn't appearing, check the requirement number. Example: Routine 2. In the pricing procedure, go to VOFM Requirements Pricing and read the code. Part 6. F Forms. The output documents, invoices, delivery notes, order confirmations, pick lists. 6. 1. Technologies. 1. SAP script. Ancient say 71. Hard to maintain. 2. Smart forms. Standard. Smart forms. Graphic interface. Easier logic. 3. Adobe Forms. Interactive forms by Adobe. Modern. PDF-based. Requires Java stack. 6. 2. The driver program versus the form. The form controls the layout, fonts, logo, boxes. The driver program, an ABAP program that fetches the data from tables and passes it to the form. NACE, the transaction that links the output type. Example, RD00 to the driver program and form. 6. 3 specifying forms. Don't just mock up a PDF. You must map the data. Header, logo, SE78. Company address, T001. Customer address, ADRC. Body, line items. Logic, loop through VBAP. If VBAP PSTYV, item category, is not TAN, free goods. Print line. Footer, totals. Tax logic, tax is usually calculated in structure KOMV. You need to tell the developer which condition types represent tax. Example, MWST, XR1 to sum up. Part 7. Debugging for functional consultants. This is the skill that gets you promoted. If you can debug, you don't need to wait for a developer to tell you what's wrong. 7. 1. How to start. 1. Go to the transaction, example, VA01. 2. Type or H in the command box and hit enter. You will see debugging switched on. 3. Perform the action, example, hit save. 4. The screen changes to the ABAP debugger code view. 7. 2 key commands. F5, step single. Go line by line. F6, execute. Run the current line or subroutine fully and move to next. Use this to skip over long standard SAP code blocks. F7, return. Jump out of the current subroutine. F8, resume. Run until the next breakpoint or finish. 7. 3 watch points. If you want to know why a value changes, 1. In the debugger, click watch point 2. Variable, VBAKAUIRT, for example. 3. Condition, VBAKAUIRT equals ZUR, optional. 4. The system will stop exactly when that value is set or changed. 7. 4 common debugging scenarios. Why is my pricing wrong? Debug RV60AFZZ or the pricing engine, program SAP LV61A. Why is the field grayed out? Put a breakpoint in MV45AFZZ, USEREXIT FIELD MODIFICATION. Part 8. Writing the perfect functional specification, FS. The FS is a contract. If the code fails but meets the FS, it's your fault, not the developer's. 8. 1 structure of a winning FS. 1. Business requirement, a brief story. The warehouse needs to see the total weight on the loading dock report to book trucks. 2. Process flow, diagram. Visio or Lucid showing where this fits. 3. Selection screen, screenshot or table. 4. Data mapping or logic, the meat. Use the format, source table field. Transformation logic, target output. Example, field, customer group 1. Source, KVGR1. Logic, fetch KNVV-KVGR1 based on VBAKKUNNR. If empty, fetch from KNA1BRSCH. 5. Error handling. If no data found, display message class ZSD MSG001, no orders found. 6. Test cases. Create order with type ZR. Check if field X is populated. Part 9. Summary checklist of technical codes. To be a hands-on expert, memorize these transaction codes, T codes, that developers use. T code name purpose for consultant. SE11 ABAP dictionary view table structures, data types, and check field lengths. SE16N general table display, view raw data in tables. The single most used T code for checking data. SE38 ABAP editor view source code of reports. SE37 function builder test function modules, RFCs, independently. SE80 object navigator, browse all development objects, packages, classes. SE91 message classes, find where error messages are defined. ST22 ABAP runtime errors short dumps. If SAP crashes, go here. It tells you exactly which line of code failed. SM37 background jobs checks status of background reports or interfaces. WE02 or WE20 iDoc tools monitor and configure iDocs. NACE output control configure forms output. VOFM routines requirements and formulas for pricing or output. Part 10. Conclusion and best practices. 1. Don't guess. If you don't know which table a field belongs to, hit F1 on the field. Technical information. 2. Speak key. Always provide the unique key when asking for data fixes. Don't say fix the order for Sony. Say fix order 1,002,345. 3. Modularize. If logic is complex, ask the developer to put it in a function module or class method so it can be reused in other RICEF objects. 4. Performance first. Always ask, will this crash if we have 1 million records? If the logic involves nested loops, challenge it. By mastering the tables, the debugging tools, and the specific user exit locations, you stop being just a configurer and become a solution architect. You earn the respect of the ABAP team because you make their life easier by writing specs that actually work. Pasted image 20,260,124,002,827. PNG.